Hello everyone, this is the next episode of Ask Impact Show and this is your host Kirish and bugun biz Telegram voice chatda yana savollarga javob berishga harakat qilamiz. Ovozim neto chunki kasal bo'lib qoldim. Xo'p, I don't know, maybe we will have it in English or we'll have it in Uzbek, depends on the people we're talking there. Well, we'll see. Let's just get going and try to answer some questions. Hello everyone, welcome in our voice chat. My name is Kirish. I'll be trying to answer your questions regarding IELTS or anything related to general English and IELTS as well. Sorry for my voice, I got somehow ill, and I'll be waiting for your questions now. So the first person raised. So Akbar, I was going to raise hand. I gave permission.
Assalamualaikum. I have a question about speaking. How can I improve my speaking? Can you give me some a piece of advice and practice speaking with someone else?
Okay, improving skill. Okay, speaking skills, right?
Yes.
So, what's your average level now? What score are you getting from IELTS speaking?
5.5 in speaking, 6.5 in writing. Overall, 6.5.
Well, 6.5 in writing, right?
Yes.
So I think you don't have any problems with vocabulary and grammar structures if you're getting 6.5 from writing, which means that you have problems with fluency probably. If you look at speaking structure, you have 4 criteria there: fluency, coherence, pronunciation, lexical resource, grammar, and accuracy. If you have problems with fluency, which means that you are not able to think in the language that you're speaking in, like English in this case, you will have problems. You'll have language barrier, meaning that your brain will be busy translating words, translating sentences, translating phrases, and it will not have enough energy left to improve your vocabulary and to improve your grammar structures. My suggestion, I think, is well, first of all, prepare for all the questions that are in IELTS Speaking Assistant. It's number 1. And number 2, find a partner who can speak to you consistently, half an hour to 1 hour every day, in order to improve your fluency level. So this is for fluency level. So question part was, prepare for the questions part was for, well, so that you'll be prepared mentally at least for questions. It will not be a surprise for you when you get the question, so it will be probably better for you when you are improving your fluency and overall mental readiness. And when it comes to grammar and lexical resources, if you're getting really 6.5 from writing, I don't suggest anything to do because you have already enough level to get to 6.5 and 7. The only thing is just fluency level.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you too. The next person. I'm listening.
What would you recommend me to learn the example of speaking practical speaking book or making sentences on my own?
This is the worst thing that you can do to learn words, because look, learning structures, learning sentences, it's the worst thing that you can do, because when you connect yourself, tie yourself to this question, answer sample answers, during speaking you will be trying to remember the structures, which will greatly reduce your fluency score, because you will just try to remember the thing. What was written in the book? You will be thinking for 5 seconds, 6 seconds at a time, and they think that you're not capable. You cannot speak, and it will be terrible for your score. My suggestion is overall prepare for the questions. What I mean is, like, think about the answers. That's it. You don't have to make up an answer, because the problem with most students is that they make up an answer, they write it down to their notebook, and when it comes to speaking, they just try to remember the exact things that they've wrote. It's a bondage. It will not benefit you at all. It will just it's only disadvantageous.
Okay, if it's not affected, what's your speaking score?
My speaking score was 7.5. So it was 2 years ago. I took the test twice, and first time it was 6.5, second time it was 7.5. And if you are, if you're questioning my competence level, you can just go to our YouTube channel. We recently uploaded mock tests with my participation. I participated in this, and I was the candidate speaking. I was taking the test actually. You can just listen to me talking there.
Yes,
Thank you. The next person. Well, there's UWET, University of World Economy and Diplomacy. I studied there, so we're gonna listen to this person who's from Diplomacy University. So let's get going.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I had a few questions for you.
Okay, I'm listening.
Firstly, how can I expect listening reading in 2 months?
Well, I would just. What's your reading score now?
I don't know. Maybe 65.
6.5?
Yes.
So it means that you have a quite good base, quite good foundation from the beginning. What I would recommend is I would spend 70% of my time on listening until I get 9, because this is the easiest thing that you can do, which will improve you, which can increase your overall band score. And number 2 thing that I would do would be working on my speaking skills, because speaking is easier than writing. Speaking is easier than reading. Speaking takes less time than reading. Then I would just improve my reading skills or writing skills depending on your level, because, for example, there are some people who are better at writing, there are some people who are better at reading. I assume that with 6.5 you can work on reading, and for improving reading, it's 50% theory, 50% practice. I can give you theory, but it's better if you just go to Impact Learning Center YouTube channel, because there are we have uploaded free reading lessons that are 15 videos in which I have just worked through all the question types one by one with all explanations. It's all around 2 hours of content, so it will be useful, I think. For listening, the same thing. We have uploaded a lot of videos on listening, in which I explained the best way, in my opinion, subjective opinion, and I think it will help you. It's the next person.
Can I practice on my face more?
I'm sorry, I couldn't catch you.
Can I practice on my face more?
Can you practice on your what?
On my face more.
I don't understand. What is face more? Can you text it, brother? I don't understand you, really.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, too. Next person, please. We're listening to one lady, Bafoev, I think, and any other people who are willing to speak.
Can you advise to
Now it's better.
listening?
Can you advise me with what? Sorry.
Hey, man, hey, do you understand?
Can you repeat what did you say?
Who are you?
Wow, that's a mess. So I'm just gonna
Hey, man,
delete some people.
can you show me?
I can hear you.
Listen. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Well, my name is Kirish. I'm IELTS instructor, general English teacher. I'm trying to help people improve their general English and IELTS.
Oh, I got you.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you, too.
Mr. I have a suggestion for you
Okay.
and also as members of this channel. Okay, if it's possible, can you organize any kind of speaking chat to help others for improving their skills in terms of speaking every day if you have enough time?
So we're doing it every single day, actually, at 9.
If it's possible.
So, you mean like speaking practice sessions?
Yes, of course. general speaking. For example, IELTS sections maybe part 1, part 2, part 3.
Okay, we can organize voice chat. We can do this. So we'll consider this. Thank you for your suggestion.
Thank you.
Next person. So no questions yet. Waiting. Hello.
How to improve your spoken language?
How to improve what? Sorry.
Spoken language.
Oh, spoken language. So for IELTS or for general English?
Yes, general.
General English. So
Improve.
okay, when you're trying to speak, there are 4 impediments on your way. First of all is your native language, because when you are translating something from your native language to English, it takes a lot of energy, a lot of time. So the first thing I would try to do is imitate people, and just learn like 1,000 common words. If you have problems with vocabulary, then you will not have any problem with expressing yourself. Then you will have problems with expressing yourself. How? Your brain power, meaning that you will need to translate every single thing from your own language into English all the time, and it's really energy intensive, and it takes a lot of energy. So how do you go through this process? You just try to create an English atmosphere around you, so that you will start you will start thinking in English, and the only way to do is at least half an hour to 1 hour of speaking every day, consistently with one person. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be necessarily IELTS questions. It just can be like a daily life, and in addition to this, you just have to include as much listening, as much English content as possible. I mean, audio format, video format. So just immersing in English atmosphere, audio, video format, music, videos, movies, plus half an hour to 1 hour of speaking every day with one person. Next person.
I think before starting all of these practice sessions or starting in general speaking or other sections, people have to interested in and wants from the bottom of the heart, I think. That's my point.
Correct. If you're not interested, you cannot do it. Right. You're exactly right, because to be excellent at something, to excel at something, to be good at something, to master something, you need a lot of time. There's a great book called by Malcolm Gladwell, Canadian author. It's probably Outliers. So in which he says 10,000 hour rule. You have to spend 10,000 hours in order to be professional at anything you want, be it business, be it playing music, be it any other language. So the first thing that you have to do is put in the time. 10,000 hour rule, 10,000 hours, 1,000 hours, 5,000 hours. And in order to put in the time, you have to be really interested. Yeah, it's great advice. I will just give feedback on this, comment on this. Yeah, how do you get interested? There are some people who are not interested and who cannot find their own way. What you do, you just try to find the spheres that are interesting to you. Maybe it may be fashion, it may be blogging, it may be cooking, anything, and you just start consuming content around this topic, and after some point you just get bored of this kind of stuff and move on to the more advanced stuff, more advanced things. Yeah, it was a great point. Yeah, you have to be interested. If you're not interested, you will not put in the time, you'll get bored, you'll get demotivated, and you will just forget about it. You'll just give up.
Okay, I have a question for you. How score you have got from IELTS?
Well, my IELTS band score is 8.0. I've taken it 2 years ago. It's 2019, 3rd March and 27th July. The first time it was 8. From the first time, I just went to 4 months course. I didn't know, before that, I didn't know what was IELTS. And I got 8.0 from the first time. It was 9 from listening, 8.5 from reading, 7 from writing, 6.5 from speaking. And I wanted to get 8.5, and I tried one more time on 27th July, but I lost my motivation because Well, it's not for me. It's not my. Well, I'm not a professional teacher. I have to be honest. I'm just. Well, I'm a businessman. I have my own center, and I'm just. I didn't see any point in pushing for 8.5. If I put in the work, I can, but I didn't see any point. So that's why it's 8.0 now.
It's awesome. But you mentioned that after 4 months preparation, am I right?
Yeah, after 4 months of IELTS preparation, before that you had to, like I had like a great fundamental, base in English.
Okay. I have another question. If it's possible, can you answer this? How old are you?
I'm 23.
23. Mhm.
Okay, any other questions?
Actually, a year ago, I got my IELTS 5.5 after 5 month preparation. I got this score for applying the university, of course, and now I'm really planning to continue my studies in terms of IELTS and get higher score, improve my level. But I really wanted to improve, but I don't know how to continue my studies.
How much time do you
Can you
have?
advise me? Sorry?
How much time do you have until you get until you take your test?
My score?
No. How much time do you have until you have to take the test, IELTS test, and get your IELTS certificate?
In general, I have prepared 5 months for IELTS.
No, I got it. I got it.
Before it,
When do you need your new
Before-
IELTS certificate?
sorry?
You're saying I have to retake the test, right?
Mm-hmm.
When?
Okay. At this moment, I'm a first year student at the University of State World Languages, and
You have 2 years then.
maybe for after a year preparation, I need to retake my IELTS.
Oh, you have tons of time. Like you just have to start with the easiest one for you. I don't know. It may be listening. It may be speaking. What is the easiest part for you? Section.
Especially speaking and listening are so easy for me, but my first sections are reading and writing.
Don't forget.
Especially, I'm at a difficulty with writing and reading.
Okay, I understand. So if I were you, I wouldn't focus on my weaknesses. I would just double down on my strengths. I would just get to 9 from listening, at least 8 from speaking. Perfect my skills in these 2 sections that I'm really good at, and then I would just start doing writing or reading depending on my whims. Like for example, if I like writing, I do writing. If I like reading, I do reading. So I wouldn't recommend doing any writing and reading because it may demotivate you and it may reduce your overall drive. What I would suggest is just do the things that keeps you motivated, that makes you even more motivated, which are you're saying listening and speaking. I would just do them, keep doing them, and get to the top, get to the highest possible score, and then start doing other things because you have got time. And when it comes to writing and reading, writing is easier. I think writing is easier because reading, it takes a lot of time. Writing you can use some hacks in writing. I think that's why just writing is easier to start.
Before entering my IELTS exam, I only used to write from the formula, and kind of 2 formulas based on part 1 and section 1. Task 1 and task 2.
Okay.
And I didn't I haven't learned any kind of writing formulas beside this one. For that reason, I got 5.5 from it. When I was preparing,
I don't think that it's the main reason why you got 5.5. Look, there are like 4 things there: grammar, range and accuracy, lexical resources, coherence, cohesion, task achievement. Why do you think that your formula failed you? Maybe you had bad grammar. Maybe you had like not insufficient vocabulary. Maybe your task achievement was bad. Maybe you got off topic. Don't you think? Formula, look, structures, formula, like they don't decide anything. In my opinion, like they just decide very little thing, very little.
I only think that it was a fault by my formula writing.
Okay, I see your point. Any other questions?
Just, can you advise in a kind of book?
How to get band 9. So look, if you can absorb it, if it's not hard, how to get band 9 from task 2. You go search from Impact Library, you can find it.
Thanks.
Thank you. Any other people? So if you don't have any questions, we're gonna finish the voice chat for today because I'm not feeling that great. I'm ill now, so we're gonna finish it before time. So tomorrow at the same time, we're gonna have again another voice chat if I'm well. Thank you for participation, everyone. Have a nice day.